What's going on, people? What's going on? It's your boy Craig Simmons back with another video. And I'm live from the truck. About to head into work. Third shift life. So, thought I'd do a quick video chopping it up. Nintendo Switch 2. Now, full transparency, I have not watched the direct because I was sleeping. But doing the research, watching a couple of videos, going online, looking at the pricing, what they offering, things they doing. And I ain't gonna lie, I like Nintendo. So I bought the Switch for a few select games. Mario Kart, I bought Zelda. My wife likes the Paper Mario, Mario Party. And I bought, the Metal Slug, about the Street Fighter collection, 1 through, I believe it was 3 Alpha, I can't remember. But I know 4 wasn't on it. No, 1 through 4, 5 wasn't on it. So yeah, all of them up to 4. Anyway, got a handful of games, and some of the games the kids picked up, 1-2 Switch. Yes, I played it with my little baby girl. Yes, when she was younger, yes. But, and then the Mario Brothers, Bowser, Mario, that combo pack. But Nintendo's always had a place in my heart because that was my first console ever when I was younger. I knew people that had the Ataris and stuff like that, but in my household, my big cousin, he was fortunate enough he had an NES and grew up kind of poor, so we would go to grandma's house, big cousins or whatever, we'll play the NES until finally we got our own. So anyway, not to relive history. The price of the console. The console is $500. You're talking big dog prices now when it comes to consoles. Talking Series X, PS5. For what it's offering, it's too much. It's still too much. Not gonna buy it. Definitely not day one. Maybe later on when it goes down in price, or what they're gonna do inevitably. We're gonna do the Switch OLED, Switch 2 OLED, because this one don't have an OLED screen. You think they'll have the OLED in and all that good shit? No. So you already know what they're gonna do. A year or two later down the road, Switch 2 OLED, and we're gonna charge $700. So that's probably when I get the original Switch 2, if I do decide to get it. But it looks cool. The third party support, oh my god, they showed start Elden Ring. Not a fan of From Software, but I'm not gonna act like that game doesn't pull weight. That genre of game, the Souls-like, that's why it's called Souls-like, that genre. So it's looking good. And then the Street Fighter 6, Cyberpunk, Nintendo definitely realized they missed out on a lot of money, even though they made a ton of money selling the console. The Switch 1, they didn't take a loss reportedly. And it's Nintendo. Nintendo games are gonna sell, just bottom line. But the pricing, again, if you want a digital copy, it's like $80 so far from the Mario. And I love Mario Kart, Lord Jesus, but I can't do it. But it's looking like $80 for the digital. And then if you want to get the physical, which is still the little cartridge base, they're gonna charge you $90. That's too much. Way too much for a base game. We're already paying too much at $70. $60 was already max, but I get it. But now you're talking $70 when we went up. $70 is high, but I'm gonna get to the end of that in a minute. Talk about the pricing, about who it benefits now. But $80 for a base game, $90 for the physical of a base game. And apparently you're still gonna have to use the physical to get the rest of the game offline. So is it truly physical? I don't know. I'm confused. Is it? Is it not? But it's Nintendo. They have voice chat now, which is cool. But it's locked behind the online paywall, which that really doesn't bother me, because unless you're a PC gamer, then I get it. Y'all don't pay for online. But I've always been a console gamer, so I'm used to paying for online. Call me what you want. But I mean, that's just the norm. But just the fact that it's locked behind a paywall, and I have to see, because I can't remember on PlayStation and Xbox, if you don't subscribe to that service, can you still chat online? I believe it's all locked behind a paywall, for real, for real. I can't remember. But that's not real reason why I'm upset, because like I said, if you got these newer consoles and you're not online with them, you're doing it wrong anyway, in my opinion. Could be wrong, but that's just me. But the Switch is just overpriced altogether, man. Just from the console itself to the software. And this is what scares me, because it's Nintendo, it's going to sell. And like most people, when something takes off, when it comes to making money, everybody else is going to follow. So Sony, they started it with the $70 games. Xbox followed. And then Nintendo, here they coming out, well, we're going to one up Sony, hold my beer. We're going to do 80 to 90. And I got a bad feeling that Sony, Microsoft, is going to follow. But the saving grace, Game Pass. Game Pass. Now you see why. People call it welfare pass. Oh, you don't buy games, you're broke. No, because the cost of games is going to keep going up. Especially now with all these tariffs and everything being put in place, the prices of electronics is going to go up. Game Pass. Now, Game Pass is going to go up eventually. I know it's going to go up because it's already doing huge numbers, and as time go on, more people are going to come into the ecosystem, especially with Xbox, new hybrid console / handheld coming out. Who knows how that's going to go, but I get it. It's going to go up, but still, when you start talking individual games, the base game at 80 to 90 bucks, depending if you do a physical or digital copy, Game Pass is going to be the big winner here. But I'm going to keep this about Nintendo this time. They got a lot of third-party support, like I said, Cyberpunk, Hogwarts, and a lot of people that love them From Software games. They got like that exclusive Dark Souls From Software Souls-like game. Man, I know a lot of people furious right now. And then that's just saying Nintendo's playing ball. They looking more now from being from truly the kid family-friendly console to now we're truly gonna be everybody's place to game if your money right. But from what I saw, I'm gonna watch the direct when I get off tomorrow. I'm gonna really sit down and check it and look at it, dive into it. But from what I've seen from clips around, articles, is this and that, it did everything right except for the pricing. It's gonna be 4K. It's gonna have the 120 frames mode, all that good shit. Because like I said, if you play certain games on the Switch, certain games were choppy. Mario Kart played good. All the Mario games that I played, I had to say all of them. I didn't notice no choppiness, but that was a while back, so I don't know. But I noticed a lot of the newer stuff, like you wanted to play Doom on it and stuff like that. The Witcher was pretty much a slideshow. Then I heard the second Zelda was choppy. So this is a big improvement. This is what people wanted. It's got the mic built in on it, like the PlayStation 5 controller. Not a big fan of that because your voice comes in muffled and stuff. But who knows? They might have perfected it. They got a camera. Didn't look too impressive. Still like my Kinect. I wish the Xbox didn't drop Kinect support. They just shouldn't have forced it on people from the jump. But I like everything about the Switch stuff for the pricing, and I got a good job. My wife got a good job. We make good money, but I can't do it, man. $80 for a base game, $90 for the base game if you want a physical. I just can't do it. I can't, and I won't. So, was looking forward to getting the Switch 2. Not gonna get it. Definitely not day one. Maybe later. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm about to head in a few minutes. This is your boy Cray Simmons. This is Gaming TV. You know what I say. Hit the like button if you like it. Dislike it if you don't. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna try to get back on my content and look forward for my grilling videos, my cooking. I'm out there, especially the weather about to get good, so I'm about to be back out for real. And game on, and now grill on, and I'm out the next time.